Please tell me, true or false, you picked up your wife using magic?
True.
Yes! Yes!
True.
Hey guys, and welcome to another edition of Cruisin' with Zach. Today, our guest is local magician Chazz Barber. Chazz, welcome on the show.
What's going on, Zach?
Oh, nothing much. Hopefully you don't make me disappear.
I'm going to try not to. I'll try. Your wife would kill me if I did.
I don't think so. I think she'd enjoy it. So you are a warlock. When did you first get into magic?
So I got into magic. When everybody asks me this, I think that the best way that I put it is, I think everybody when they're younger gets hit with a magic bug.
Yeah.
And then some people just grow out of it.
Okay.
I never grew out of it though. It started when I was really little. I remember my grandfather would always set aside like one day a year, and they'd have those World's Greatest Magic shows come on like NBC. And we always said, well, go ahead and we'd watch them. And I was just always infatuated. And then I really went ahead and dabbled a little bit into it, but didn't really start till I was in college.
Okay.
Because I went to Atlantic Cape Community College originally, and I was a commuter there. Of course, because community college, you don't dorm in there.
Right.
And at that time, a magic shop was opening at the Hamilton Mall, and I had like a 5-hour break in between my classes, so I would just go to the mall, and then I ended up hanging out at this magic shop, and hanging out went for me to learning tricks. Then learning tricks, that went to selling behind the counter. Selling led to performing. Performing led to what I do now.
Being featured on Cruisin' with Zach.
Exactly.
So you've hit the pinnacle of your career.
Exactly. I don't think there's much higher I can go.
You know what?
Than this.
This is the ceiling.
Yeah.
I don't want to break it to you.
Yeah, Penn and Teller, nothing.
Yeah, Vegas has nothing.
Nothing.
On this. So, I mean, there's many forms of magic.
Mm-hmm.
There's like the gross stuff where you make your eyes bug out.
Yes.
And you make people disappear. What's your specialty? What's your thing?
I specialize in small stage and close-up.
Okay.
So I do, it's generally known as parlor magic. So I like doing crowds in a small intimate setting, normally around 30 people in these theaters. There used to actually be a really good theater in Atlantic City at the Tropicana that I used to perform at. It was about a 50-seat theater. It's great. It's very intimate. That's the kind of stuff that I do, though. It's very intimate, in your face. I can do the stage stuff with the boxes, but after a while, to me, some of the stage stuff just seems like box trick. Box trick. With here, it's in your face. It's close up. People get to actually experience it.
All right, and that kind of leads to like the next question. When a trick goes right, what's the most gratifying part? I mean, obviously the reaction, but is it that you nailed the trick, or is it seeing the people's reaction?
It's seeing the people's reaction.
Yeah.
And it's in today's age, I mean, everyone is just so glued to their phones and their computers and everything. So people see magicians on Instagram and stuff like that, but people don't really see it in front of them anymore. Because even in the magic world, there's now two separate genres of actual performers versus Instagram or social media magicians, where you're just performing for the camera.
Yeah, that really doesn't do it for me.
But so doing it in front of somebody, it's a total separate reaction than somebody just pushing a like button.
Right.
In front. And I really like that. Especially nowadays, the number one compliment that you can get as a performer is, you should be on AGT.
Okay.
Which, I mean, not that I'm going to take that bad or anything like that. That's basically them saying like, hey, you're so good, you should be on a national platform.
Right.
That's them. That's their way of complimenting you. If we're actually going to get into AGT and everything.
Well, that's
a side.
Because you met John Dornbos.
Yes.
How was that?
It was very good. He does a lot of magic, very similar to the kind of stuff that I would do. Actually, he does more close up, which I thought was very interesting. He has 2 cameras that follow him throughout the show.
Okay.
So he can do close-up stuff on a stage setting.
I got you.
With screens projecting. But we're not here to talk about John.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm joking. No,
it's not about you, John.
No, but John is a great guy. He's a got an amazing story, came from basically nothing, has an amazing life to talk about. If you ever have a chance to see him, go ahead and see him and tell him that Chazz said hi.
I will. Yeah, I think you get $10 for every referral you send his way, right?
Yeah, but we don't talk about the referrals.
Like that. Oh my god. So when you look, we all know it's not magic. I don't know how you do it. You do some crazy stuff, but how long does it take you to learn a trick on average?
On average, you never stop learning.
Okay.
You never stop learning. So you can get the fundamental moves down, but to keep doing a trick and perfect it, it's never going to be perfect. Especially for me, I criticize myself. I'm my own worst enemy.
Yeah.
But you're never done learning a trick. There's always something that you can add to it, or change it a little bit, or make it your own, or anything like that. I think that the worst thing is that you get a trick and then you just copy it verbatim of how you saw it.
I gotcha.
There's no originality. There's nothing to make. People, when they book me, they're not booking the magic tricks I'm doing. They're booking the
entertainer.
The entertainer,
right?
So that's one thing I can say to anybody. If you have something that you do, make it your own. You know, like you got Cruising with Zach.
Yeah.
You know, you got to make it your own, because if you don't, then people aren't going to remember you for anything.
Right. Who else has a car seat, a cow printed car seat in the back?
I know.
No
exactly.
one.
Nobody.
I made it my own.
Exactly.
All right. So please tell me, true or false? You picked up your wife using magic.
True.
Yes. Yes.
True.
Yes! That's awesome!
Yes, I did a trick where I went ahead and I grabbed her phone and I brought up the calculator and I said, hey, do me a favor, put in a random digit number, okay? Then add it to your birthday, add it to another random digit number, then minus it by whatever number you want, push equals. She went ahead, pushed equals, wrote down the number that it turned out to be.
And then she was pregnant.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that was there was a big interlap in between that. Then it ended up being my phone number. So that's how I gave her my phone number.
Wow.
Yeah.
That could have gone south if it was someone else's phone number.
Well, I have done that for other people as well. Especially my friends that were too nervous to talk to the girl.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, hey, I do magic. Can I show you something cool? Oh, yeah, well, that's my friend's number. He really thinks you're cute. So
Magic, the ultimate icebreaker.
Exactly.
Where was this when I was a teenager?
It was around. It was around. Like I said, everyone gets into a magic bug. I just never grew out of it. And it didn't really help my stance with too many ladies when they hear that you're a magician. But when they see the magic, then they're okay with it.
It all worked out.
Then they're okay with it.
It's kind of like soccer. Everyone plays it when they're younger, and then people just eventually stop playing it.
Right.
Right. Okay. So, Chazz, we're going to go into the lightning round here.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to ask you a couple questions. You answer them as quickly as possible. All right?
All right.
Okay. If you were at a food eating contest, you can eat one food and win. What would you eat?
Ooh, man, I don't know. That's as quick as possible. See, that's a challenge for me because I have gained weight in the past couple of years. It's gonna have to be wings.
Wings.
I think I can eat. I think I can out eat a lot of people in wings.
Okay, there you go. If you could bring someone back from the dead and have lunch with them, who would it be?
Harry Houdini.
There it is. There it is. He could probably bring himself back from the dead, but whatever. Okay, final question. If you were on a desert island, who would you have with you to help you get off the island?
Bear Grylls.
Okay, that's a good one.
Bear Grylls is the survivalist.
Okay.
No?
I don't know. Did you see the one where he got stung by a bee and his face blew up like a basketball?
Yeah, come on, that was entertaining.
It was entertaining, but half the stuff he does, whatever. But that's your guy, Bear Grylls. Okay, so people can hire you for birthdays, for corporate events, for everything like that. Where can we find you?
You can find me on any social media. That's at Chazz Barber Magic, or you can find me on my website, chazzbarbermagic.com.
There you go. Chazz, thank you so much for being on the show.
Zach, thanks for having me, man.
All right, man. Chazz Barber, look him up.